Don't do it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Cisco Ortiz, and you are now tuned in into the Traklist Podcast. I got my brothers right here, Chris Strong and Chief Eli, and we're gonna give you the gumbo of hip hop, raw and uncut.
That's right.
You already know.
So check this out, man. I'm really excited about this show. This is our first episode. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Press that notification, comment, like, share.
All that good stuff.
And check this out. We're going to get straight to the point.
Let's get to it.
We want to touch what is hip-hop. Hip-hop is what? A culture.
Yeah.
What's the difference between hip-hop and rap? What is hip-hop? Is it a way of walk, life, all put together, graffiti, DJing?
All of it's the way of life, homie.
You know, from everything from what you wear, the fashion.
Everything.
All different genres got they, way they swag. So, they got, that's hip hop.
That's right.
So we're going to talk about 50 years of all this good stuff. It's not just hip hop, it's also different genres involved. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
Chris, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Give me your definition of hip hop. Like, when you say hip hop, what is hip hop to you?
It's like I was saying, the culture is about like different, codes, like how you dress, where you walk, but
even dancing.
That too.
The dialects.
The dancing's it's a little different, but. All genres got its own way of swagging it out, doing their thing. It's hip hop. Now, hip hop is including all the other things like the Gucci's and all that. That's including that. But from our time, what started the hip hop was Puma, Adidas. As far as being a part of the culture, the dress code.
But remember. When these cats, like their early guys, first of all, let's shout out DJ Kool Herc and all these pioneers that have brought this to what it is today. Without them, we won't be here. So,
definitely.
Special shout out to all those,
Yeah.
And look at Grandmaster Flash. Look at his image before Run DMC. Yeah. That was rock. That was a part of rock, even though it's hip hop.
Hip hop didn't have an image yet, yeah. You're right.
And they were just learning.
Right.
But some of these artists today still do that.
Yeah.
You have different styles.
Yeah.
The leather pants and all that?
Yeah, it's all involved.
Yeah. What I like about listen, I've been loving hip hop till, from way back. So, but now today's hip hop, what I like about it now is that you starting to see more of now. It was at a time when you listen to the radio, it was like one identical sound. You didn't know who was. You can tell the difference now when you're hearing the Roddy Riches, of course the Migos and
the Young Thugs,
the Dead Take Off, and then you hearing like the Uzi verse and all, and the babies and.
Well, wait.
You know who is who now, definitely.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I do.
I do.
I hear the babies and I know.
Well,
I hear
it was more distinctive back then.
He's right. He's right because everybody had their own style.
Yeah.
Now it's like, you know what I'm saying?
No. Isn't what he's saying?
It's getting there because, like I say, I know the difference between the babies and the
you talking about in today's
artists? Today's hip hop. Yeah, that's my thing of what I'm saying. I love about today's hip hop. I mean, of course, always the hip hop I grew up on. That's the classic.
But hold up, man, because when you heard Biz Markie. And you heard Slick Rick.
Yeah, Biz.
And you heard Big Daddy Kane on Rakim. It was all different.
Different, right. But it was at a point in time later where it started changing where nobody sounded different at one point.
When was this?
Now it's changed. No, it happened. Trust me. Because I could be listening to a song.
You mean in the 2000s?
No, you're right. No, I wouldn't say the 2000s.
Because in the 90s.
The late, listen, I would say not the early 2000s. Later, you start hearing where I couldn't tell. Like if I heard a song on the radio and he say, well, damn, that's a dope track. That's a nice song. And then I like, the song, and then I know who the artist is. Now it's another song come on, and it sounds similar, and I'm like, damn, he got two hits now. But it ain't him. That's not him.
But who are you talking about? The artist today or back then?
Well, like today, of course. Back then, no artist sounded
the same. Yeah,
the same. Like, listen, if I listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. There's not another Trick. There's not another KRS One, Outkast. You know the difference. Mm-hmm. You know the difference when you hear Nas and between Nas and Jay-Z. They don't got to say the name. It was just like
a goodie mob. You already know
the voice. Would you know the difference if Future and Rich Homie Quan rap? Would you know who's the difference?
I know the difference.
See, it took a while though. When I first heard her, I thought it was Future the whole time.
I know the difference because it might be similar with the voice, but Rich Homie, Future had his, he got his own way of chopping it up too. Yeah. But you could tell by the way Rich chopped it up in a different.
But it was easier back then to tell the difference. It was easier.
It was
even with the producers.
Yeah.
Even every producer back then, especially when they had the in-house producers.
Oh yeah, like Timberland and them.
Yeah.
Like for example, A Tribe Called Quest, they had their own sound.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Grave Diggers, like Riz and Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Exactly. And Primo had his sound.
Oh my God, Primo.
Primo
used everybody's samples and create a sound.
Yeah, but that's hip hop though.
Yeah.
Hip hop, we started from disco.
He never evolved though. Primo never evolved. I can't put Primo. I wouldn't Primo. One thing about Primo, I would never talk about him as a producer. Nah.
Wow.
Because he never evolved. He just made samples from the time he started to the time to nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was his style though.
That was him.
Okay, name a classic record besides Mass Appeal. Why he's in every conversation when nobody can even come up with his classic records?
Hip hop is gutter, man. So he did a lot of dope tracks in hip hop. He did a lot of albums.
Yeah, for Gangstar maybe. I just can't.
That's and Gangstar had a couple of them.
Yeah, Mass Appeal is one, but nobody can name no more after Mass Appeal.
Yeah, Guru had
but in hip hop,
he don't think Mass Appeal is a classic.
It is. Why you don't think it's a classic?
It's a dope fire ass song,
but it's a classic.
It's a classic to what?
It's a classic song in hip hop.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it now.
Not right now.
Y'all full of shit, man. Man. But it's a classic to the hip hop.
Define classic. Let's define classic so we'll have an understanding.
Well, you don't want me
G-Thang.
to go down the list.
It's G-Thang?
No, G-Thang's
G-Thang, that's certified.
Okay,
that's certified.
I even thought the 187 song with Snoop and Dre.
Oh yeah, D-Cover.
D-Cover.
Yeah, that was classic. I said that's classic.
See, that's a classic. Children's Story.
Yeah, Children's Story.
Classic.
It's always going to be a classic.
But Mass Appeal ain't? I know.
Damn, I ain't no joke.
I ain't no joke. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Paid in Full is a classic.
Yeah, Paid in Full.
But where Mass Appeal is a classic to the hood, or like to where when you hear a record like Children's Story.
You're right. No, Guru got memorable lines. He don't. But the beat made that song a classic. I guess you could say that.
But he's a dope producer.
Who?
Primo.
Nah.
He's a dope. You have to understand.
I'm saying if it's for the backpackers, he's awesome.
No, but hold up. In hip hop, it's about being original.
Yeah.
And Primo,
where's his original yet? Where's the original when he's sampling all the way?
It's the way he sampled and put it together. He put a signature to it.
It's a chop up. He don't really like go. If he hears samples nowadays, you hear damn near the whole sample.
Yeah.
And
now listen to this.
Alchemist is a good sampler.
Yeah, but he still had his own signature.
Okay, if you want to say that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say that.
I mean, those beats that Primo do sound like every other backpack beats, bro.
But he still got his own style.
Yeah, he do.
Listen to Easy Does album.
Listen
to the way Dre and Yella, like they used to chop up samples.
Okay, but see, what I mean is, from that point to now, Dre is doing totally different type beats. Yeah, he evolved.
Yeah, Dre.
This man stuck in the dinosaur era, bro. Why would I call him a #1 producer? Why would I call him one of the greatest when you just stuck in 30 years ago, 40 years ago?
Consistency.
Where?
Yeah, Dr. Dre?
No.
Primo.
He stuck.
No, Primo got some, man.
You got to give it to him.
Gangstar had a couple of, like...
I know. See, the thing with
Primo
in
the other tracks that
but Primo is consistent.
Primo did for other artists.
Hey, shout out to Primo, DJ Premier. You did a lot in hip hop.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you got to give him his props.
I give him a shout out. You did a lot of hip hop. But I'm just trying to figure out like what consistency he had. Like he ain't making
working on albums, on different artists' albums.
Different artists.
Yeah, that's consistency.
I mean, you want to give him that good?
No, I'm good. He deserve it.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just saying we were talking about classic records. You know what I'm saying?
Classic records.
He comes down.
Classic.
His name coming to be top 5 in producers. I'm like, how? How you gonna skip all these great producers that really drop classics? And he's up there with the 5.
I think
do me a favor.
Gangstar album was a classic.
Which one? The Mass Appeal one?
Like I believe. Yeah,
that's a great album.
Yeah, great album.
But I have a question.
It's a damn good album.
Talking about producers. Name me your top 5 producers.
Top 5?
It don't have to be in order.
Okay, Dre's 1. I say DJ Quick is 2. It don't have to be in order. DJ Quick. Now I want to bring it back to the South. I like Beats by the Pound.
Yeah.
Funk Boogie, Devastator, all the Miami producers. And man, I don't really got too much on big producers like that. It's just,
now, Funk Boogie deserve a little more.
You know, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to pick like my top 5 because I've been listening.
So many great
man. I've been listening to hip hop so long. Like Rick Rubin.
That's another one.
Then you have producers that don't get their props.
Like who?
Like Larry Smith. You know who's Larry Smith?
Nah.
Larry Smith is the one who produced Houdini and the King of Rock album.
Oh, no wonder he ain't get no props.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
that like all the records like Friends and all that.
Man, that ain't garbage.
No,
man. Come
man,
on,
you
bro.
can't do Houdini.
Here we go, man. Dog, come on, man.
You know
those are classics.
Classic album. Man.
So Mass Appeal is not a classic, and Friends are.
Yes, Friends. Listen, Friends come out right now.
It's still a
and people bump that shit. And you know that.
They'll know it.
That's a classic.
Yeah, they'll know it.
You didn't like it. You know that's just a classic.
The song Friends is
an all-time hit.
It's timeless.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's still, you know.
So tell me about Mass Appeal. And since you want to talk about.
Mass Appeal came out in my era, so when I seen it played in the club, people were really jumping. You know, nobody was following the lyrics, but everybody was like that beat. But then you talking about Friends. How many of them have friends?
Nah, man.
I mean, you can't.
It's
what y'all doing back then?
But you
couldn't even dance to a girl to that record. So I don't know.
Yeah, but we're talking about hits though, like classics. It's a classic.
I mean, classics become when you could dance with a girl to it.
You don't know.
Not only when you can dance. No, man.
Classic records.
I mean, that kind of music. If it was just a Nas, Life's a Bitch is one thing, but we talking about Friends.
But that's a classic album.
Yeah.
Sometimes records to be classic, they don't have to be club bangers.
No, they don't have to. It could be street anthems. You right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
or some ride out shit. You know what I'm saying? You know how that went.
So Mass Appeal could be one.
For the streets.
Whatever.
For the streets, that's where it stays at. It stays gutter, and that's dope. Because hip hop is gutter. I'm not taking away from that.
Yeah, so Friends.
Yes.
How many other? How is that gutter? But hey, you can have that.
I didn't say it was gutter, but the record is a classic.
It is because you're still hearing it like today in a lot of places.
You know,
you're right, because I switch as soon as I hear it.
I asked you a question about top
no,
5.
man, you can't.
I really don't like Houdini, bro.
No, man, Houdini was one of the, they were one
man,
of the good
1984,
groups,
man, they was there, man, helping to put the sound together, man.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something.
And people still sampling their way of doing music.
Yes.
Still doing.
Look at the record that Nas did on the second album. It was written. The one with
it's a classic album.
The one with Lauryn Hill on it.
Yeah, the World Is Yours.
Yeah, that album to me is better than the first one.
He sampled from what? It was written?
Yeah.
Man, you tripping.
They sampled.
Listen, dog. I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
Okay, you know what's the most? It was more professional. I say that was industry standard. I say that.
No. What happened was
If I Ruled the World.
Yeah, it was I Ruled the World.
His first album is a classic to the hip hop,
raw as hell.
Yeah,
but he showed us on it was written.
He stepped like
that he can give us everything.
Yeah, Nas is dope.
So that album to me, when I hear it, it's a better album.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, professionally it is.
No, not only professionally, he showed us that he could do everything.
What you think was his best? Because a lot of people will say Illmatic.
Illmatic was his best.
I mean, I won't argue it, but for me, it was written was better.
So I like It Was Written too, because he kind of like it was like a growth thing.
Like I said, he showed us.
So for me, like I love Illmatic. It's one of the dopest classic albums, right? But my album is the one, with him and with him and Jay-Z.
What's the name of the album?
Stillmatic.
Stillmatic.
Okay, I hear that a lot too.
Yeah,
but
that's another garbage rapper. I don't like Jay-Z neither. You know that.
Oh no,
you gonna say, how you gonna sit here and say?
Man, come on, man.
Hey, shout out to Jigga, man.
Yeah, man, Jigga like that, man. Come on, man, Jigga. Come on, man, Jigga like that.
I'm sorry,
man.
when he came out, it just goes back to Houdini.
Jigga is consistent too. You think of the Dynasty album he put together.
I put that.
Crazy.
Out. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but that album is more to me when I hear it like a compilation.
It was.
Right.
Did it come out as a compilation? Did
but
Jigga
was damn near on everything. But it was, and then he had his own solo, stuff on there too. Yeah. But I like The Watcher when he did with Dr. Dre. The Watcher with Rakim and Dre. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that verse, that Rakim verse, man. He said, when I die, I'm going to die with my eyes open. I'm the watcher.
Yeah.
But listen.
He said, I gave life to the game. It's only right to be. He came in with that shit.
So check it. I was asking for the top 5
producers.
That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it's pretty hard. Because, there's a lot of producers, man, that they don't get the shine.
Like who?
Like I said. Larry Smith, and then Rick Rubin, he's another dope, creative pioneer. We have people like DJ Unique who produce Bone.
But you know why with Rubin them? If you look at all the top producers now, there's a stamp, a trademark, like a patent. That's I can listen to producers now without them. You don't got to tell me who made the track. I can kind of feel like he made that too, like because of it's that. Of course, now you got the signature at the beginning. They got this certain sound that lets you know it's theirs. But I can tell by the way the music playing. I done did it a lot of times by telling people, man, that's such and such track. Be like, how you know that? Like, I know.
Yeah, you could tell a Timberland beat.
Yeah.
That was the beauty of it, though.
Nowadays, Timberland could fool me a little bit because Timberland will do something way different now.
Yeah, he's switching up. He's switching up. Yeah.
No, he knows how to be diverse with it.
Yeah.
He knows how to go in different lanes.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, you can't tell the difference between Metro Boomin and Mike Will. You know what I'm saying? Because they make that trap hard 808. So it's like, damn, who's this? Unless you hear the sentence, Mike Will did, man. Unless you don't hear the tag, you won't know who it is.
Right.
Because the patterns are the same nowadays. Ain't nobody being original.
See, back then, I remember when you listen to them Outkast albums, that the organized noise, man, I'm going to tell you what I love.
But hold on. Outkast produced the whole Equimini album?
Yes.
them themselves, no organized noise.
Yeah, we had the conversation.
Yeah, we had the
I
conversation.
didn't know that.
Yes. They produced that whole album themselves.
I thought maybe little facing them, they had a little something to
what's my man name? The producer that was with
Organized Noise.
What's his name? The main guy.
I forgot.
Damn, man.
Do Googles.
But anyway, he wanted a piece of that Aquemini album. Something happened and he didn't get to producing there, But they did a hell of a job though.
The best album they had. That was their number one album.
But that was it. The Organized Noise, the guy.
Yeah.
Was it?
We're part of the Dungeon family.
Yeah, the Dungeon family is the whole clan, man.
Rico Wade.
Yes.
I think that's him. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. You got producers, man, with all these signatures back then. That's what I like. See, I'm gonna tell you something. Going back to Nas, one thing that first album he did,
There's too many producers.
He was the first one to break that ice, putting different producers on one album.
That's a great idea today. Still,
Still to this day.
That shit pissed me off at the same time.
Different sound, like you want something different. That's the best way to do it.
It pissed Cisco
It
off.
kind of pissed
You
me
didn't
off.
like that? Come on,
It was cool, man, but goddamn, man, that like, come on, man. What happened to the in-house producers?
Yeah, but
like,
I feel like nowadays, if you got an in-house producer, he could do majority. Like, okay, you got a 15-track album, which it probably don't be that long. The album like that anyway no more.
Who produced?
But if he got 5 or 6 on there, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But the other 5 or 6, I might could mix it up.
Marley Marl did when he brought out what is it, Tetris 3? Not Tetris 3, what's these guys? Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy, yeah.
What's the name of that group? Juice Crew. The Juice Crew.
Crew.
And he was producing for outside of the Juice Crew.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I'm talking about a whole album. That you say the Organized Noise produced the whole
I
first
didn't even know that.
Outkast
Like,
album.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
And you had T-Mix produce for Suave House.
Right.
And T-Mix was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, Suave House has.
Man, they had some
classics.
sound.
Classics.
Did Suave House had anything to do with the Lost album?
Yes.
His father.
Yeah, that was
still
A-Ball
Suave House,
solo
right?
album.
Right, because
It's still on the Suave House.
Cause I used to love that. Put the house on it. That song,
yeah,
put the house
man.
on it, man.
My homeboy's girlfriend.
That boy say, not afraid of the dog, just what the dog has. Killers with their face mask, trying to get my safe cash. I was like,
I'm gonna change the subject a little bit. We're gonna talk about being inducted.
To the what?
Artists being inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh shit.
What do you think about that?
I think it's well deserved if artists deserve to be.
Because I know somebody that they have something against that shit. And
That'll be me. That'll be me.
and
but
to be
I don't
honest,
know why. Cause that's man.
For years, rock always try to always slow hip hop down, man. It just
how?
But they opening up.
How did rock slow down hip hop?
all right. When you had rock and roll kids listening to rock, it was fine, right?
Right.
Now these rock and roll kids saying F you this, bitch this, that. A lot of people from that family member didn't like that. So guess what? All of a sudden, hip hop's for hip hop killing people in the streets. Because if you listen to hip hop, you robbing people. And it was only those type of people. It wasn't our own people saying this. It was those type of people saying that.
That's bullshit, bro.
What you mean?
No,
it's
man, that's
all
bullshit.
over the YouTube.
Man,
I don't think I've
heard,
ever heard. Like,
man, I've heard. I would people say the same shit.
Now?
No. Then.
No, you did not hear nobody say that
Oh
back
my
then.
God.
Our people saying that back then?
Yeah, I mean, there was people that was against 2 Live Crew and NWA.
Oh, no, hold on.
didn't
A lot of
believe.
people was against them. They were different.
man, but they just was
It's
straight up
still part of
trendsetters,
hip hop.
man.
Yeah.
Trendsetters.
Well, 2 Live Crew did not get considered hip hop.
They was
They-
goddamn
I
hip hop.
believe so they were.
They no. See, I agree with the both. Like, okay, so for you saying that now a lot of people say, man, nah, 2 Live shouldn't be consider no hip hop, man. Listen, hip hop is hip hop. As far as if you putting these rhymes together and you doing, no matter what you talking about, if you doing it to the best of your ability, and that's what I always seen with 2 Live Crew. They was one of the groups and artists that I was inspired by too, because it was more like when you hear them, like they had their own way of doing it, but it was It was chopping it a lot. Marquise, Fresh Kid Ice.
But hold up.
You think Vanilla Ice part of hip hop?
Just was a unique.
Whether we like it or not.
What do you say? MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice.
It was part of it. Okay. It's part of the element.
All right.
Right.
But why? What's wrong with artists getting, being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
No, because
I believe that we should create our own Hall of Fame.
Okay, that's cool. We don't have one.
Need to do it. If
we don't have one. But still, though, if the R&B Music Hall of Fame want to induct hip hop, why not?
Accept
because the truth is they don't want us there, bro.
Nah. Why?
That's what I'm talking about.
Why would the rockers won't let hip hop people sample their records? Because they don't like hip hop, and they do let you sample it. They take 100% of the publishers. Where's the one hand wash the other in this art?
If you listen to some of these records, they were sampling rock. They were sampling R&B.
Us? Yes, I know.
Yeah, they were.
But you didn't never seen a rock sample hip hop. They stayed away.
They stayed away because that wasn't
because
their style.
They didn't like it.
That's bullshit. They man.
You were about Aerosmith did one song with Run DMC all the time. You think they accepted us? Name another rock group that did that.
There was rockers that actually did a little bit of rapping, take a piece of that.
Limp Bizkit,
Limp Bizkit, those are our babies. Those are babies.
But it's still rocks.
No, we talking about Aerosmith, the Bon Jovis, the Metallicas. They stayed away from our culture.
But Aerosmith loved that record. Like from
they opened up, and that's because of Rick Rubin. Let's get it clear. That was because of Rick Rubin.
It don't matter. I don't care who was
but
involved.
It took a white man that really fucks with rocks for it to happen, though.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Because it would never happen on his own, what I'm trying to say. It would never happen on his own. It took a man to push the button, and it's on the documentaries.
I think, man, like rap, it didn't rap. It's a force with everything. When they first started in rap, they was like, okay, this something new. They gonna break through this, and at some point, rap just broke through some of everything. I'm talking about like right on. So that's why I believe. It wasn't nothing that they knew right then and there. They been wanted to probably wanted to do that they put induct artists into that, but it got when it got greater and bigger with the, like you say, with the Outkast, Bone Thugs and Harmony and all them. That was
I hear people say, "Oh, they should change the name." No, don't change the damn name.
No,
leave it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
LL Cool J was definitely.
But hold up, if they want to induct hip hop artists, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it. Yes, hip hop do need a hip hop Hall of Fame.
Right.
We need our own shit. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time we get it, we can't even induct nobody no more because everybody's already in the rock and roll.
It still won't change the fact.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
But it still won't change the fact that I still believe that rap and rock it's all like same in a different form, but that's why it goes so good hand in hand.
Man, listen, hip hop goes with everything.
Almost everything.
So if they want to induct MC Booby Boo, whatever the fuck they want to induct, induct them motherfucker, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
that's their choice. Hey, I want to induct them. They're cool.
Is where I get my deepest respect for all genres of hip hop. Okay, the 21 Savage thing with the Nas, him, with that situation. Everybody made this thing like when it was said that he said something about, I guess Nas wasn't relevant at the time, and then he came out later and then spoke about the way he meant it. So everybody was like on 21, like, "Hey, you can't rap, man, garbage, this and that." So I know where it was coming from. A lot from our past that it wasn't given a chance to let him speak his side of it, and that happens. Nobody mad at nobody, but it's the same. It's like when people was commenting like, "Yeah, 21 can't do this and do that and rap and all that." So Nas took it in a way where it wasn't they thought it was gonna be some type of beef, but Nas actually did a song featuring 21 Savage. Everybody that thought that 21 Savage could rap, if you hear the song, You would never say that no more.
No, he could rap though.
Yeah, but it's a lot of people that's.
But you know what? You know how that is, man.
People,
people
always, he's not the hip hop, and this and that.
He's about the only young
people.
nigga.
People always gonna throw stones.
Song with Nas, man. And I always thought he was a good artist and made good music. Now, you hear the song, man. You'll see people. They got to change the way they feel like.
Well, yeah, man. I believe that. Yes, hip hop needs
different things.
A hip hop Hall of Fame, and start inducting from the beginning of time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And if whoever else have a different genre and want to induct whatever artist, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I truly don't believe that rock and roll was banned in hip hop.
I don't think so neither.
Because you said we spoke about the MTV, but MTV has nothing to do with rock and roll. MTV just wasn't playing hip hop at one point.
They got no choice but to play.
Yeah, but
they do
because they got no more rockers.
Yeah, but rock and roll had nothing to do.
But you don't think it's still no type of rock and roll? No type of rock artist still doing music.
Name one. There ain't none. It's pop.
It's
only pop.
Yeah, but I still see.
And that's slowly going down.
What's going down?
The pop slowly going down.
Man, that shit ain't going nowhere, bro.
No, man.
It's turning more and more to hip hop. Look at Pitbull. He changed it too.
Yeah, I like that transition with Pitbull. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? He changed it to where you have to rap in pop now.
So tell me.
Look at Justin Bieber.
So look. So hip hop, pop, R&B, somehow hip hop is tied up to everything, even in country music.
They have to do hip hop.
They don't have to do
to
shit.
Survive.
They don't have
if
to do
rock,
nothing.
If rock would have stick to the formula of doing the hip hop thing to rock, they would have survived. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to have a little hip hop in it to survive. That's the main fact. The whole world, white kids, black kids, Hispanic kids, Chinese kids, whatever, they all want hip hop right now. Trap is taking over to another level.
All right, everybody that's watching, what do you think about
rappers?
Put
in the comments.
Leave in the comments. What do you think? Should rappers, hip hop be inducted in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Yes, no. How do you feel about it? Leave your comments. Like, comment, share, press the notification. Make sure you subscribe. And we're going to see you on the next show. This is getting better and better. Thanks for watching. Cisco, Chris Strong,
the boy Chief Feline.
See y'all next one.
You slick. Right when we about to argue, he want to shut it down. He know what's coming.
Cisco said.